All right, y'all. So, a little bit about me. Again, I said I'm from Oakland. I'm a self-discovery and leadership coach. I'm a consultant. I have many years of nonprofit experience. I've worked with children since I was a child. And so coaching has been my passion. Like that's literally who I am. Right. So I'm a lover of people, that person that like gets along with everybody virtually. I'm that person. Um, and I coach people all the time, strangers, my family, my friends. They probably be sick of me. I'm learning to, because coaching is also about like making sure people are in the space for that, right? So I have refined that and learned that and made that my professional lane. I'm a Sagittarius, and we are the cheerleaders of the zodiac sign, if you know anything about us, right? And that's who I
Yes.
go off, sis. You could do anything, right? And so when you are people's cheerleaders, you got to be the biggest one for yourself. And so I have learned that through my journey. And that's why I'm here. Glitter, lipstick, sunglasses, big hoop earrings, like that's me. That's who I am. I'm a lover of my family and my friends. I'm so blessed to have my family, who I also consider friends, in this space with me, y'all, today with us. So we're going to get started. If anyone has any questions, if anyone wants to jump in, let me know. But we're going to cash in on this self-love, right? Because if not for anything else, you're number one. And I know that. I have seen that demonstrated. We hear it all the time. And even if your nature is to like take care of everybody else or want to be there for everybody else, you no good to anybody else if you're not good to you. And that's on period, right? So to put it short, affirmations are positive statements that can help you challenge and overcome like different thoughts, right? Self-sabotaging thoughts, negative thoughts. And there's a process to repeating them repeatedly, because what we say to ourselves matter. So we don't want people talking to us crazy that we know or don't know in the streets. So you can't talk to yourself crazy, right? The language we use to speak to ourselves matters. Even if we're joking, right? That matters because our subconscious and our conscious, like they eat that up. They don't know the difference. So if you think back to your middle school years, elementary, like where you learned about who you were and how you internalized those thoughts and what you were doing, like think about that time. What are the beliefs that you had about who you were, about your capabilities? What was your family telling you? What were you telling yourself? And if you can't remember that time, right, think about now and currently, and what are the messages that are reoccurring that you tell yourself? So we know that they're super powerful, but like why? Like what's the sauce, the secret sauce? So when we hear a new affirmation or we pick it up, it can feel kind of awkward, right? If we say like, I'm going to be a millionaire, what we naturally want to do is be like, okay, but how? Like, how is that going to happen? I can't even imagine that. The new statements repeated every day, the thoughts like are triggered by the affirmation. And we can make a difference in that. Also, though, we got to put the work in, right? We know that. We can't just say affirmations and think everything is going to be great and wonderful. But the T is that the affirmations help us with beliefs that are no longer supporting us. They're no longer supporting us into this phase, this space, whatever we're trying to do in life. So I'm going to pause really quickly. Does anybody have anything they want to shout out, anything they want to name?
I wanted to shout out something.
Go.
So yes, also as a Sagittarius, love it. Always good to have fire signs in this space. And I've never been to one of your things. So I was like, I'm coming today. Even though I know you, but I was like, I'm coming today to support. I just wanted to say that there are some things that I've been working on within myself. And it's really funny. It popped up when I was in a session that Alicia had, and I'm really working on not relying on external praise. Like growing up, I had this like, what do my teachers say? What do my parents say? Like, I want them to praise me, and I'm not getting that at work. And it's like, it's probably not gonna happen for things outside of myself, right? So how do I not? I'm really working on how do I not depend on those people to like build myself up. So this is very on time. So I just wanted to affirm you in that. That I was like, that's what I thought of when you said that.
I love that. I love that. Listen. Okay. So that was powerful, Simone. Um, ooh, yeah, that part, especially when you spend so much time like giving it out.
Yeah. especially as Black women. Yes.
Can y'all see the screen? That's my question.
We see enter full screen mode.
Okay.
That's what I see. Attended audience window.
Okay.
Yeah, I see the same thing.
I was like, what's happening?
You know, we're not in Mercury retrograde no more, but things are percolating. I just want to say also, it's really nice to see Silka with her young person. I don't know who that is, but they look adorable. So I didn't want to assume that was one of your children.
Hi, guys. It's my friend Jill. Hi.
Okay, hi. I was like, she was very, okay, maybe this is a young person. I don't know.
That's right.
Hi. Hi. It's multi-generational learning.
To be a part of this. I'm very thankful and grateful.
Silka's the best. She's the best.
She is.
Thank you.
Ella, she my friend.
Simone, I'm working on my project.
Come on, project.
Yes, Gino Grams. Oh, we're gonna have
I'm gonna send you the picture soon. When you see my wall, you're gonna be like, oh my God.
Oh, I'm excited.
My collective love. All right, y'all. So we're gonna get back into this, right? So our mind, it's the powerful place. So my therapist, when I first started therapy after my father passed away, was really big on like, you can control your thoughts, right? Like you can control, and I'm like, no, I can't. Like, no, what is that about? And she's like, well, what you think controls your feelings. Like what you think controls your feelings and what you feel controls your behavior. So you don't have that on lock, you could be out here spazzing out, really. And so we really want to be accountable, like for how we show up and really checking in on our feelings. And using affirmations doesn't mean that we're gonna like not have bad days, right? Like that we are not going to feel shitty, sometimes, right? But when we use them and have mental repetition, it's gonna reprogram our thinking patterns. And over time, that really changes. So how are they working, right? How do affirmations work? Any way you want them to. So you can use affirmations in a situation where you have high anxiety about something. If you're looking for a career change, there are many ways to use them. It's where you want to see a positive change take place in your life. They're not bound in rules, right? They can be long, short, they can be poetic, plain, however your affirmations flow. Some people use rap songs as affirmations. Absolutely. Whatever is speaking to your spirit and your soul, right? And they help raise our energetic vibrations. You can't say to yourself how powerful and great you are and still feel super down in the dumps after that. Like it raises your level of awareness. It raises where you are. It's not to say that your situation is going to change like that, right? It's not a snap of a finger in that process. So I don't necessarily believe in routine because I'm a Sagittarius and that's a little difficult for me, right? But what I have learned is routine does not mean rigid, and it really is curated for you. So I can have a routine, and my T is like, I don't necessarily call it that, but that's what it is, right? So if doing my affirmation, if my affirmation ritual is a part of what I must do daily, I need to be able to have flexibility in that, right? Because then if I say every morning at 7 a.m. I'm gonna do this, and then I sleep till 10 because I'm allowed that space and that grace, then I feel like I haven't done what I was supposed to do, right? But if my intention is to say my affirmations daily, whenever that's a time that I need, then I do that. So we're divinely designing our affirmation banks. My rituals, like I said, are a reflection of what I need in the moment. So whether it's nurturing my inner child, if it is some business motivation, if it is because I am looking at my body and I'm like, what is happening? And I need to give it some love, right? That's when I tune into mine. That is when I tap into my affirmations. And so if you can see behind me, I have a whole little corner, and this is my whole space is like full of affirmation. Because to Simone's point, everybody else can tell you how bad of a bitch you are, right? How amazing you are, how great you are, how much you touch their lives. But like, you have to see it in you, and you have to know that, and you have to affirm yourself. So I like pretty spaces. I like pops of color. That's what fuels me. So that's what goes into mine. I think one of the most powerful things is people that like know you pouring into you, and they know that that's what you like. So for one of my best friends made an affirmation box for me, even before they knew I was doing this workshop. Like, that's my thing. Like, that speaks to me. And there were affirmations I could create on my own. So y'all gonna create your own. We're gonna talk about what you currently use, what you're currently doing. I also have electronic boards, right? Because I'm on the computer all day. Or if I'm out in a coffee shop working, so I have some on Canva. I have affirmation playlists. Like, I could be affirmation out. I have one for every mood all of the time, because that fuels me. So does anybody want to share about their rituals, what they have going on, what they brought? Any questions?